It should be loading. Okay, looks like we're back on at GamingHQ.tv, giving it to you live. That's what we do to strive. Let me get this back on the broadcasting software just a second so I can see what's going on here, so you can see what's going on. All right, let's get you right into Project Cars. Again, we're running a little behind. We wanted to make sure our YouTube people saw the Assetto Corsa Need for Speed comparison, and now we're going to show you the Assetto Corsa Project Cars comparison. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised to see how different all of these games are and what each may have to offer for you. Definitely check the pricing, wait for discounts to come down on all. I recommend any of the three as a rental item, that's it. Can pick up games really cheap at gameflip.com if you don't know what that site is. It's easily just the same as the name I just said, gameflip.com. Let's go right here from GamingHQ.tv right into Project Cars. Now you can see some of the trailers here using the models right out of the game. They don't have to do anything special. We're comparing our three games tonight: Project Cars, Assetto Corsa, and Need for Speed, all new releases. Personally, we like a little bit of what each has to offer. They're all a little bit different in their own way. We believe Project Cars is probably the best out of the overall package that you can put your money down on and get all the different vehicles to try at one time. But you can decide that. We have a whole month of racing here. November is our racing month. It usually is because we consider people racing around for the holidays getting everything done. So it just makes sense to have a racing holiday. We're wishing everybody a nice Thanksgiving week and a nice Thanksgiving with family and friends. You're catching us on GamingHQ.tv. We're doing our second to last segment tonight. If you caught us on our Sunday football, you'd see that we picked, I believe, 3 or 4 out of 5 tonight. Still holding up our high percentage of 80 to 90% picks all throughout the year. All of our scores are listed on GamingHQ.tv. And of course, you are listening to Greer here at GamingHQ.tv, giving you the lowdown on all the best car games. Again, these shots are all taken in-game on the cars and the models. You don't have any weather effects on anything else that I've seen to the dynamic of this. You do not have day or night. You do not have the, I think, again, caliber of Assetto Corsa is probably the only one that will compare on it. Our thumbs are up, and we haven't tried Forza, so forgive us. That'll be our next pushing next year. We're pushing for the Xbox One, as well as some Nintendo. We've got to cover it all. But here you go, Project Cars. The interface is pretty simple. You can play now, you can play solo, you can play online, you can create your own driver network, time trials, leaderboards, create an event, free practice, load and delete any saves, just try anything new. Quick race weekend. Let's try some free practice. We were driving our Lotus 6770, which gives you an idea of the kind of range of vehicles you have in Project Cars. We're going to change our vehicle here. You can see all the different brands that we have in the garage right now. There's a pretty big variety. Again, we're not really going to go through every single car in the garage, but we'll try to put most of the ones that you may have seen just in general. This is the list. Kind of do a quick scroll here from shift to cart on down. Forgive me. So we're going to go from the carts here to, again, a much faster version of the carts is all this is. You're really seeing this in a bigger version. If I flash it fast enough, you'll probably see that they're all one and the same. Same thing here. You've got your REL versions, which are open-end cockpit. We've seen this again. This was so fun to watch on, oh, what was that English show that we were watching that does all the cars? Somebody help us online. Our brain's frozen. The two English gentlemen that do the 3, excuse me, you're right. Anyway, back to our cars. Vantage, Aston Martin. Plenty of selections there for the Aston Martin. Even the new V8. Here are Audis. My grandmother's car. She's got a fast car. She drives it fast too. Back mono. This looks like something straight out of Speed Racer or some kind of car. This is the, I think, yeah, the M Coupe, the M4. I saw that on the street. I was scratching my head. There's an M4 now, but there is. We're like the old 2002 turbo version, 320 TC, 320. V12 Beamer. Look at that one. That'll be fun to test out. Let us know if you see anything that you want to say. Stop, and we'll take it out on the track. Any of these cars are drivable. Is that an old 70s stock car? Early 80s, 70s? Yeah, I'd like to try that. Caterhams. Escorts are pretty. This Focus is pretty deadly too. Not as much as that Ford, that MK4, but you know what I'm talking about. Here's the new Ford Boss 302 CR1. Ford Mustang Cobra Trans Am. Let's try this thing out. I really want to try one of these new high-end Mustangs out. Again, we're just doing a quick scroll down for vehicle selection alone to drive on project cars. Just outdoes it for both Need for Speed and Assetto Corsa. Models are just as detailed. Here are the supercars now, McLarens, Mercedes, classic Gullwing, brand new SLS AMG. Here are your Lancers, Paganis, of course. Look at those Jaguars. Remember when Jaguar was just ruling the day? Now you've got Mercedes ruling the day. It's funny how that is. Here are the Porsches that we like, the rough. Although we wouldn't throw out the CTR, that's for sure. We won't do it, trust us. But we won't throw out that rough either. These are really nice rough versions. I think we took them out on a past broadcast. Again, set up a race with us when we have more time. We're going to be going right into Fallout 4 tonight. We're running a little bit behind. Can't get the 2 racing games in. Otherwise, I won't be able to go home and sleep to cut up and do it all again tomorrow. Check our schedule. It should be a fun day. We have Monday Night Football. The Buffalo Patriots game, that Buffalo New England game should be pretty crazy. Let's try out this Lake and Hypersport, and just to show you what we've got on the road and what it's like to drive. You can choose your maps now, changing your location. Here are all the different map locations. Again, Need for Speed does have the open-end world, but it does not have the detailed end of the world as far as what Project Cars does. And what I mean by that, it doesn't have any day or night cycle that I can see. It doesn't have any weather effects that I can see that change, that are constant in the game, or that definitely a coherent match to the map. You can see the lower left, or I should say the lower center of the screen, gives you your map line. Some of these are point to point. Some of these are actual tracks, which again makes it very fun and very interesting. I think we're going to try to see something with the big long ones like this, the Cadwell. So we want to push the straight on it and see how fast we can get it to go. This is California Highway. We've seen this one. Driving up and down the coast. We're from LA over here. We welcome everyone from around the world. Thank you for viewing us tonight on GamingHQ.tv, on Twitch or Ustream. We're trying to get out on all mediums. Very video hungry. We're starving. All right, so just going through the tracks, you can see there's tons. I mean, I'm still just trying to keep up with them all, which are all real tracks. So we'll get on to something here. I'm going to go all the way back to that Caldwell just for the big straight. but I just wanted to show you the range. So that's the maps. We're going to go back to the Cadam map and take that one on. Is it Cadwell? I thought it was Cadam. Cadwell, yeah, this one. All right, let's get it to start. And it's just that simple. Pick your car, pick your track, hit the button, go race. Done. So Project Cars gets our win on the 3. You can take a look at the videos and, of course, make your own comparison before you drop any dollars down and make any sense. Check out gameflip.com. We're also going to add them on our site as well. Great site for people who actually would like to try to add some games to their catalog or just get rid of some of the older ones that they have. We have no part of that except just to tell you that they're out there. That's because we're for the gamer. We're about the gamer. We're gamers. What the hell do you want? We like to do the gaming here. What is this gaming? We do this. We do this. Okay, check out the views. Already, it feels high-tech. I'm in a high-tech car. You can see all the telemetry on the top left corner. Everything is just fully realistic. Look at the tire spins. All the tires are gauged. So you can see I'm getting more spin on the back tires. See back there? So you'll see tire pressures, tire wear, overinflated tires, things. I just want to see, I'm trying to push actually the cockpit view. I think this is it. Yeah. I think this is the one. Yeah, look at 3 cockpit views. Let me do that again for you so you know you're not crazy. Okay? So you go inside, there's this one basic one, and look at, I can use the thumbstick to look around the cockpit, unlike the other 2. Remember, no cockpit in Need for Speed, and you can't actually move your head around. Let's say you wanted to put an Oculus Rift, for example, or some other VR device. You wouldn't be able to in the other car, but here on Project Cars you can. Now keep this in mind. Look at, this is the second interior view, still being able to rotate, see yourself on the cam if you want to, while your car is moving. The car can be moving. I don't have it in gear right now. Okay. Just so you get an idea, moving right into the guardrail. Okay, so we're just doing a quick comparison between Need for Speed tonight, Assetto Corsa, and Project Cars. I think that Project Cars is your best dollar value myself. Again, just to show you again, 3rd cockpit view with your helmet. So this is the bottom of your helmet brim looking around. Let's go do that again. This is not your helmet. This is without your helmet, I guess. This is from the, I guess, maybe passenger's view or center view of the cockpit. So that's what really frustrates me about Need for Speed is you don't even have 1 view, and they took the time in Project Cars to put in 3 views. Okay, now with that in mind, enough of the ranting and raving here of a madman caught on the guardrail. Let's try to get this thing in gear and get off track here. All right. Now again, I'm shifting with the top bumpers. I don't have my wheel. I wish I had it right now. They're not. Waiting for a part, as we mentioned. I think it's match 4. We can look that up again and send that information out. I think we have it on the site as well, but it does allow you to plug your device into PS4 or PC and use it directly with the stick and pedals. I can't drive in this view. Let me change it up here for a second. Let's just see what it's like from the helmet view for a moment. Okay, so what I can tell from this one, if you're not using pedals and you're using your finger, it's not pushing it, it's pressures. All light pressures on the joystick for this one. Again, your tires are flashing constantly to show you the pressures and the heat that you're bearing down on the car. That's what the flashing yellows are in all the corners and quadrants. I'm going to burn my engine out in 1st gear here. Oh, forgot I was turning, going somewhere else. How was about that for damage model? Okay, this car is bent now. I bent something in it. Again, super realistic. Look at the gauge on the dash. I'm trying to rev my gauge up. Rev my engine up. The dash gauge correlates to that perfectly. Car doesn't look like it's moving because I think I smashed the crap out of it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's one reason why it's not moving. So your damage model again in Project Cars is way better. That pretty much will sell it for us here at GamingHQ.tv, where we would recommend Project Cars. So this one's going to have to go back into the old shop. It's as easy as just hitting return to pit box or restarting the session. Sure, why not? Just want to show you how quickly it can be done. And then we're back in a new car ready to drive. Again, look at the car model. It's fantastic. I can't even rotate the car like this in the other games. It's not possible. So you've got great camera angles if you want to do any footage of your cars inside the game. And again, everything is high detail models. High detail interiors as well as exteriors. Track is almost photorealistic, especially when you're looking down through the, again, front view here. Let's try it out. Let's give it a little bit. Let's test the old girl, shall we? I'm already getting a little sticky here. Where am I going? I need a racing mentor. I'm pretty good at trying to show you what games are about, but I can't seemingly stay on this line. I can build them, but I can't race them. Maybe I'm like the, what is it, Days of Thunder, Robert Duvall to Tom Cruise. It's like a girl, you gotta be careful with it. You gotta treat it gentle, special. Even in Gone in 60 Seconds, same thing. He's got that kind of old mentor. I need that one. Get the motion blur on the screen. See that? You've got the, again, it's changing time on the day. I don't know if you're noticing that, but it is. This thing is designed for a specific purpose, to have a steering wheel. If you don't have a wheel, I would not suggest getting this game. Or unless you have the whole setup, some people have that seat where they sit in it. We were at one of the E3s, I think, and the crew, that game, the crew had the whole hydraulic car set up where the little, I don't know what they are, I guess, spinning it again here. Pistons or hydraulics are moving the whole cage. It's really interesting to see that. Yeah, we were droving, oh my god, we must be tired. Long day of football here at GamingHQ.tv. We were driving the trucks off-road, which is now your Wild Run game that came out. It wasn't named that initially. I think that's going to be it for us tonight, though. It's 9:30. We're going to be jumping off out of here. Look for us around, I believe, 10:30, coming back for the Fallout 4 festival, and that should pretty much wrap it up for showing you the comparison between Fallout 4 Project Cars. Let me get this back into gear if I can figure it out. There you go. Gotta stop first and then put it in gear. Again, it's too painful to drive this without the wheel. I can't drive it anymore. Especially with this car damage model, because it is very accurate. Project Cars does not give you the arcade kind of feeling that Need for Speed does. Yet it isn't so immersive as the Assetto Corsa. I think this is more of a racing simulator actually than Assetto Corsa is. So my money's here on this one, whether you get it for PS4 or through Steam now. I believe they're having a deal on it. That's up to you. But if you like racing, we would suggest getting this one. If you're going to spend your money on any of the three, spend it on Project Cars. Don't waste your money on Need for Speed or Assetto Corsa unless there's somehow a discount or bargain for those two games. Again, we'll be running racing all month, so check in with us. Maybe we'll learn how to drive with a joystick, if we're lucky. Thank you for staring at the new Lycan. I don't know if it turns into a werewolf or not, but that's what they call this car. Super duper models. Super duper time with you tonight. Thanks for staying with us at GamingHQ.tv. We'll catch you in a little while for some Fallout 4. Otherwise, have a good night.